Hi everyone and happy March. Today I'll be moving on to a new joint which will be the elbow, and I'll be talking about tennis elbow today. As this is such a big injury and we see so many people that suffer with this injury, I'm going to be doing 2 episodes on this. Okay, so it's this week's tennis elbow and next week's tennis elbow, okay? So this is an injury that I'm sure you've already heard about, and I want to kick things off by squashing a misconception. You don't have to play tennis to get this injury. In fact, I see more clients in the construction and decoration industry than I do in clients who play regular tennis. So what is it? Essentially, it's caused by the overuse of your forearm extensors, which causes damage to a muscle called the extensor, carpi, radialis, brevis, and it's that tendon where you get the inflammation and the pain coming from. So the extensor muscles aid movements such as wrist extension, supination, and finger extension. As it is an overuse injury, it's essential that we work together to adapt and change your activity in order to reduce the load on your elbow, which in turn reduces the pain and inflammation. For this injury, you'll feel pain and reduced strength in your elbow. That'll be in movements such as gripping. So for example, if you're a decorator or a painter and you're painting the walls, gripping that paintbrush will be quite painful. Clamping, squeezing, holding equipment, things like that will be painful for you, and you'll also find that you've got reduced strength. So you won't feel like you can grip onto that piece of equipment as hard as you can. It also may be painful in the mornings and ease off for you throughout the day. One treatment that I have found very, very effective when I'm treating clients with tennis elbow are called transverse frictions. I apply pressure across the ECRB tendon, and I move backwards and forwards in a transverse action, which encourages blood to the area and aids to reduce pain. Some other treatments that we can use as well are therapeutic ultrasound and dry needling. When you're at home, it might be beneficial to ice your elbow for 15 minutes and repeat 3 times daily. If you're always using your hands at work, or when you still want to play tennis and things like that, it may be useful if you buy a tennis elbow strap, which will be applied over the tendon to reduce the strain on the tendon and therefore reduce the pain. As this is the first episode of the tennis elbow series, I'll be giving you some early rehab exercises that you can do. So to start with, when you first see us, these are the kind of things that we'll be giving you.
Use the side of your hand to brush slowly down your arm. It's important to increase the strength of your forearm muscles. Here is me extending my wrist. This is me flexing my wrist. And this is me doing the shaking hand movement. Hold a light weight for this. We need to stretch both sides of the forearm. We can do this by doing the prayer and reverse prayer stretch.
So that was the first episode of Tennis Elbow, where I talked about the earlier stages of your rehab. Keep an eye out for next week's video, where I'll be progressing the exercises and making it a little bit harder for your intermediate to late stage of rehab.